everyone. I'm Pastor Jeff, lead pastor at Turning Leaf Church. As part of our building plans, one of the steps that we needed to take was to secure a construction loan that would eventually turn into a mortgage loan. And after a lot of research and a lot of consideration, we decided to go with Wesleyan Investment Foundation, which is a Christian lending organization that would secure a loan for us beginning at 4.95%. Now, options for church loans are a little bit different than a home mortgage loan in that church loans fit under the category of a commercial loan, and commercial loans carry with it a variable interest rate with limits as to how much that interest rate can change in any given period of time. What we negotiated with Wesleyan Investment was that the maximum interest change would be 3% in any given 3-year period. So our loan came up for review this August, which surprised me. I was under the understanding that that loan would be reviewed after we had been in our mortgage phase of the loan for 3 years. But they are reviewing it from the beginning of the loan, which was the construction loan, which started 3 years ago in August. And so because of interest rates rising, because of the current markets, they have chosen to raise our interest rate the maximum 3% that's in our contract, which will raise our interest rate from 4.95% to 7.95%. After a 3-year period, that loan will be reviewed again by Wesleyan Investment Foundation, and depending on the market then, the interest rate could continue to go up, or we believe and hope that most likely it will go down. So that with the new interest rate, it will cause our monthly payment to increase from $9,417 a month to $12,878 a month. That's an increase of $3,461 per month, or that boils down to around $800 increase per week. Now, your church leadership has discussed this and just believe that as God has provided for us in the past, He will provide for us in the future. We're not in any kind of panic mode right now. If you give to Turning Leaf regularly, we thank you for that. We realize that you give not just to bless Turning Leaf Church, but that it is an act of worship to you, that it is part of your ongoing relationship with Jesus. If you have not begun giving to Turning Leaf, maybe you're newer to the church. Maybe you were in a place earlier where you had financial constraints and didn't feel that you could give at that point, and maybe those circumstances have changed. Whatever the case may be, we would just ask that you would have a conversation with God and decide between you and God what a number would be that you would begin to give to Turning Leaf, to bless the church, and to help with this need. Now, one thing I really want to stress to you is that right now we are not in financial trouble. All of our bills are paid, and they're paid currently. We are right where we should be on our current budget year percentages. But with this increase, if we don't see an increase in giving, then we'll have to start dipping into some contingency fund monies we've never had to dip into before at Turning Leaf. We keep that money set aside for emergencies that could take place, but eventually we might have to start dipping into that. So we just want to make you aware of the need, because that gives you the opportunity to consider and to pray and to see how God might use you as part of the answer to this increase in our loan. So I just want you to know that I love you all. It's a privilege to be your pastor. I just pray you have a great week. I'll see you soon.